Very good morning, everyone. I think it is a great pleasure for me to talk on our industry, especially the Tyre industry, and of course, very interesting to share with you the outlook and the opportunities where we can jointly work and develop our industry. So I am Sisira Ranatunga, head of technical at Global Rubber Industries, and I attach to our association. This is SLAMUP, is the Sri Lanka Association for Manufacturers of Exporters of Rubber Products, and also the enhancing the knowledge or training of our polymer industry people, that is called PRI, Plastic and Rubber Institute of Sri Lanka. And also we have the government and the private sector is running this advanced testing lab or testing innovation center. We call it Finite and Element Analysis Center, where I was voluntarily working as a board member. So I will outline my 20 minutes covering on. First, I would like to give my key message to audience here and the international participants, and also the, Sri Lanka's, all people are talking about today's our economy. I will give a background of the today's economy and how the industry and future opportunities for developing the rubber industry. And also the latter part, I will take you through the challenges and opportunities. As you aware, today we are having unexpected socio-economical and political challenges after the COVID, and also affecting on the war situation and also the global crisis situation. But despite of these challenges, our industry, the rubber industry, we have done highest export last year. That means still, as a Sri Lankan, we can take our economy to back. And you may be aware that now the IMF is giving the extended finance facilities. With that, entire our economy is revamping, and we are going through all the difficult phases, and we have a very good plan to coming back on this today's situation. And also the rubber industry is identified as one of key industry in Sri Lanka in this revamping process. Now we want to leapfrog to reach the next stage of our growth, and also ready to take and plunge and support from the friend here and international friends to take this industry and for a mutual benefits. And also we are eager and assure we will support you to partner with us and to serve the global rubber industry. Let us march together. Sri Lanka having more than 2,500 history, we are full of natural resources. It's a question of today, why this economy is facing all these challenges, even though we are having all these resources. If you go to in the history, so we have very good trade agreement and trade international trading in the world number one gems. Not only that, spice, see the cinnamon you can see anywhere in the world, and also earlier is the coconut, and then pearl, elephant, ivory is one of good material in the past, making billiard and all this. With that, we had very good proud history. And our plantation economy and the agriculture economy is started way back on 1815, but our rubber industry started in 1876, and we have more than 150 years of history in our rubber industry. And we have two economic period. Basically, before the 77, which we have the closed economy, and then after 77, we have the closed economy. And in the open economy, we are more focused on exporting and industrial base and the foreign direct investment. as I explained, so we are about highest production we have done in 1970s upon our rubber plantation, and contribution of about 70% of our rubber is coming from the smallholders. And I explained in the 1977, we started the open economy. With that, the foreign investment starting from the Bergen, and then Ansel, Lostar, today the Michelin company, they started manufacturing. That is why today our rubber industry or solid tire is a world highest production is coming from the Sri Lanka. You can see the about 40% tires are coming from Sri Lanka to the global requirement. And then we have the basically 4 association working together as one platform or one cluster, where we call the Society of Rubber Industry. And then we have the Export Association, and then Planters Association. This is more than 100 years, because they are the people who collect all the rubbers from the SMEs and from various places of the country, and they will do the trading. And the Plastic and Rubber Institute is basically training our people in the polymer industry. And Colombo Rubber Traders Association involving in the rubber collection and developing the industry. In addition to that, the rubber research is one of, I think, very old rubber industry in the world is giving the technology know-how. And as I mentioned, the last year, irrespective of all these challenges which we face due to the COVID and all economic, but we as a rubber industry, we were able to export more than 1 billion, which is a very good achievement. And the rubber industry performance, you can see here. So we are mainly exporting the rubber and gloves. And then our market segment is 85% coming from the USA and the Europe, and also the balance is coming from the Asia. And then take the export basket, we are in the 3rd position. And directly more than 100,000 people are employing in this our sector. And happy to say that the value addition for our industry is the highest compared with other industry, which is almost 60% from the raw material to the end product. And then we have the responsibility of these farmers. Directly more than 100,000 employees are working, and we have the responsibility for them to protect. And in Sri Lanka is having different climate within our geometrical positioning. With that, we have expanded the plantation, not only the previous areas. Now it's like far away from the Colombo. It is about 250, 300 kilometers away from the Colombo, from the main capital. We are called the Monaragala. That area is a very green area. And with that, we are balancing our climate. And also, we have the ambition targets of achieving the 3 billion by 2025 and the 5 billion, which I will explain later. So you can see the open economy, how it started, and before that, starting this, almost we just exported the raw rubber. But after doing the value addition, and you can see the last year almost 1 billion, and through the, we have the national agenda for rubber industry development, which is called the Sri Lanka Rubber Master Plan, which we have almost 30 projects which we identify. And how we are going to achieve, because from to 1 billion to 3 billion is a 3 poles achievement. It's not just we can't do. So we have made the very clear plan by jointly working with the industry and academia and also the government institute to come up with this rubber master plan. And of course, this is already validated by the government. So if you take our industry distribution or product basket, so we have the 3 segments, where the main segment is coming from the dry rubber, where the main products are, solid tires and pneumatic. Now we are increasing the pneumatic segment, and then the retreading. So we have the footwear and conveyor belts and other molded products also. And we do some extruded product also. So other is the latest based industry. You can see we have very good latest gloves as well as latest mattresses, which is exporting from Sri Lanka to all countries and with high quality, with very good comfort. And then the other one is a very good industry, even though it's small, but we do the very highest value addition, which is coming from the sports, some latest strips, and which is coming for the sports, and that is the area that we are more focusing. Not only that, even the hot water bottles and all this equipment, high value product are producing and we are exporting. So other one is the wood based industry, where we will do the furnitures and other items for the household. So I will quickly go through our journey or the history of and the major players. We can see the starting of Richard Peris as one of local company, which is called RPCO. If you go to the Sri Lanka, we can see a lot of RPCO branding because they are into the different sectors. And started with during the Second World War, making some rebuilding tires, and then first exports was mainly on the mats and rings, and also some form latest based product and rubber bands. From there we started our journey, and then you can see in 1958 with a joint venture with the Japanese company, the first bicycle tires produced as name in the Lotus, one of very good brand in the country. And 67, so another milestone in our history because of the Russian government. We got very good, basically the investment to take the entire the tire technology, numeric tire, mainly for the commercial vehicles. So then the key point where the rubber industry changed in 1981, coming the Bergen Lanka as a solid tire maker, and they started the first plant in Sri Lanka. With that, you can see all the big players, the Michelin, Terrabox, GR, where I am working because we are the first to introduce the radial agriculture tire technology in Sri Lanka. And also Continental, all these big players are there. In addition to that, the good part of that, the SEAT of very famous company now is working in India and expanding the local market as well as the export market. And also they introduced the radial tire technology. And the result of all this, all the Sri Lankan company also started to basically invest on this area, because this is a very huge potential for as a country to develop. Like the GR is the Sri Lankan largest company where I am working. And then LAF, DSI, ATIRE, and recently Forentono started all the categories of factories. With that, our industry is growing, and basically different products are producing not only for the local market but also the global market. So tire retailing, because today all the people are talking about the sustainability, which is very important, because the recycling industry is very vital because of whatever the waste carcass that can be converted into the tires. And you can see earlier AMW and the Richard Peris or the RPCO was the key players, but today the new company is called the 3K, and then RPCO, these two companies having more than almost 50% of local market share on the retail tires. And then we have about 18 billion internally we are generating from the retail building. And again, so this is another area that we are more focusing. So the very important part today, what are the challenges which we are facing, and let us see together how we can face these challenges. So attracting the investment is the number one, and also world is changing, technology is changing. With that, the enhanced technological capacity of the people is a must, and to improve the productivity. And then developing our own resource, human resource, the next challenge. And not only that, the sustainability is very important, because as a country, continuously we have plus and minus, but today we are having the very challenging state that now we are more focused on sustainability, not to happen this situation that we are confident that we can come back to come on this mesh, and we will be stand alone as Sri Lankan. And then the other one is the globally competitive, because today's whatever we produce basically not decided by us or a manufacturer, who decided by our valuable customers. As I already explained, the IMF, they already given some loan, but what is most important is to basically develop our own industry and get this and utilize these funds effectively and more productivity. And the investors also we guarantee that the Sri Lanka, this I already explained, the rubber master plan is the one of key activities. We are working on that to basically improve our rubber industry. And then, Sri Lanka is a very good geological place to you see on the, we have the very good logistic, and then we have the very good human resources, and where we can develop any time for any industry. And we have the young team where we can train, and because of our most of education, we have our own language and other language, Tamil. Also, we almost the schools are now towards having all this English program also to compete with internationally. And then, as I explained, we are the expert in the world, the solid tire and the high-tech gloves, also, and the special tires. With that, and also we have the win-win situation. The country is open for the free trade agreements, and we are having already some agreement with the key countries. And then we are focusing on that. And also, you see our destination is very good, and we have very nice people who can work very closely and professionally. So I will quickly go through because of the time limitation, how we are going to meet challenges. You can see the technological know-how. We have the Sub Master Plan and the Technology Consortium, where we do all the technical know-how development, and then the universities, and also we are working with the Rubber Research Institute and working our technical teams. And the HR development partners, these are the areas we are focusing on. Especially we have the National Institute of Plantation. We are mainly focusing on the developing of the smallholders and the people who are working in the plantation industry, and government vocational training centers, purely focusing with the government support and ministries. And also we have a lot of contribution. I think thanks to the Technobis, we are having very closely working with Technobis, developing our people, and our people are coming here and they are training here also. We have very good understanding. Also we'll keep on continuing this training program with the Technobis. And sustain the growth is very important. And I explained here is already we have the long-term plan, and government is fully supporting with the private sector. We are very keen to work with the international partners also to take these projects which are very clearly very clearly defined, and the roadmap is defined. The sustainability is very important, because whatever we are producing, that is why we are globally competing with any market or any competitors, because we have very good in-house quality system, and also we meet all the ever-increasing customer demands and international standards. And also we are working with sustainable natural rubber initiatives. So how we basically be competitive and enhance our market. We always focus on the manufacturing excellence, and innovation is a must. That's why we are having the triple helix business innovation model, where the industry, universities, and government is working together to have this technical development, and also productivity improvement. And we will continuously improve our professionals and the workshop employees, and we give the focus on the customers, and always collaborate with the stakeholders to have the better future for all of us. So quickly go through today's situation in Sri Lanka. Value addition from this rubber is coming about 9,300. But see, today's the developed countries is all about $40,000. So there's a huge opportunity for us to capture this opportunity, and this challenge can be converted into the opportunity. So because by making the high value addition, especially I would like to invite like the people who are here, especially the Thailand, you are very having good technology on the especially the automobile industry, which is we identify as the huge potential for us to do joint business with you all. So then the other opportunities, you can see the Basically, as I mentioned, the current our president also personally involving this, taking this master plan into the forward, and I think that support will be definitely with us by to make this reality. And also we have the board of investment where you can get a lot of facilities, and a lot of new rules are already approved to speed up the investment. With that, we will get some more private sector investment, and also private sector is keen to work with you all. And also we have this ecosystem, and that's I explained this one of private-public partnerships, one of advanced innovation center. We have used the advanced software for product design and optimization. So I think I have just quickly gone through. If you have any question, you can just raise, or otherwise you can just email to my personal email, so where we can have more chat and more dialogue further.
Thank you so much for Dr. Sisira Ranathanka.